Bonjour! Hello everybody! Welcome to the live stream. We're at Disneyland Paris on a beautiful Saturday. Set to be a bit of a scorcher today. A highs of 29. It's quite pleasant at the minute, 23, with some cloud coverage. And we're in the town plaza. We're waiting for the morning parade. So it's 11:08 local time. So yeah, just me today, just Tom. We're going to be having a lovely chilled stream. So we're going to be doing a few rides. We're going to look in the shops, like grab some snacks and some food, and just enjoy a pleasant Saturday at Disneyland Paris. So get active on the chat if there's anything you want to see. If you want to take you anywhere, just let me know. Or if you just want to say hi, please do. So in the middle of the music festival at the minute, Disneyland Paris, so quite keen to catch some of that if we wander around. Maybe fancy the Lion King show as well, that's sort of on my radar.
Chers amis, le parc Disneyland est heureux d'accueillir Banda de Música de Alcalá de Guadaira venant d'Espagne.
Spain, this band. Let's go see Max. Barely in a queue for Max. Oh, it's because I've shut the queue, that's why. Going for a little break.
It's Goofy still.
There he is. It's a nice little meet and greet. Sometimes you get Winnie the Pooh over here. Must admit, sometimes characters isn't one we're always on. Need to get more character pictures, so we always try and grab Mickey Mouse, but when we come as a family, I do quite like Max and Goofy. So I'm not sure what to expect with crowd levels today. It looks quite busy at the minute. I think there's some people are lining the streets waiting for some of the parades and entertainment to come past. But the queues aren't looking too bad at the minute, I think. Like I say, we are on for a hot one today. So it was very exceptionally hot yesterday. So it's a bit cooler at the minute, it's just got a nice pleasant temperature, and I think the clouds are quite good, so it sort of breaks up the heat. Why don't we look in some shops? Shall we have a look inside? And so we've got all the Disneyland Paris merch. Now what's this? I've spotted this before. Is it like some kind of egg? Oh, it's a statue. That's cute. €17. very much your Disneyland Paris merch, featuring Eiffel Tower. Stitch version. So Stitch is very, very popular at the minute, with the film, but even so with the months building up to the film, we've had a lot of Stitch merchandise. A variety of lanyards. So again, in all the shops, there's that whole sections dedicated to Stitch. If Stitch is your bag. Little Chippendale corner, that's cute. €30 for Chippendale shirt. The Disneyland Paris branding as well. Little Mickey and Minnie corner. So this is the main emporium on Main Street. It's quite a long shop, it goes the length pretty much. We've got these shoulder pals. So these are quite popular at the minute. So you've got sort of a little magnet underneath. You pop it on your shoulder. So I think when they first came out there was only a handful of them, but now we've got such a good variety. Got Abu from Aladdin, Forky, Cheshire Cat. What's the chicken called? I can't remember what the chicken from Moana's called. So I'd quite like Kermit the Frog. But you don't get a representation of the Muppets at Disneyland Paris. Can't think of any. There isn't, is there? So quite like that if we get some Muppets at Disneyland Paris. We've got a selection of mugs. What's quite unique as well with this shop, oh I've gone the wrong way, they've got their own barber shop, Dapper Dan's in the corner, so let's go have a look at that. See if anyone's getting a haircut. Bucket list one day is to get your haircut at Disneyland. Let's head outside for some better signal, I think. So back out on Main Street, I'm just sort of trying to make sure we get the best signal. Potentially switching between Wi-Fi and my mobile data, so apologies if you lose me or it stutters. We'll sort of tweak it as we go. Should we go for a walk up Main Street? It's actually quite a good time to grab a picture just as the parades are starting. People do start to line up and get their spots quite early for parades and shows. Probably even more so than Disney World. So if you are sort of wanting good views for the parades, and some of the shows at the parks, you do have to arrive early. It's first time back since May, and this is all opened up now. Cases, sort of covered seating area, that's cool. So I'm always for more seating options for food. So if you just bear with me whilst I change some settings on the stream. Just for the chat really, just so you don't have to wait for 10 seconds in between messages. There we go, beautiful, all sorted. So yeah, hello to everybody watching. Be interested to see where everybody is. Whereabouts are you watching from? Drop us a little message, say hi. Has anybody got any trips to Disneyland Paris planned? Are you on your way? Are you here? Have you been recently? Castle's looking mighty fine in the sunshine. I'll go check it out closer, then sort of head out to other areas of the park because it's quite busy around here at the moment. How are we doing, Tim? From sunny Suffolk. I'm guessing it's going to be very similar weather back home as it is here. So I arrived on Friday, or yesterday, I'm losing track of days. Yeah, I arrived yesterday and did a few hours at studios last night, and it was very, very warm, but it's just a different kind of warm. I always say this in the UK, when it's hot in the UK, it feels like you're in the pits of hell, being out and about doing your day-to-day routine, but you come on holiday or a place like this, and it's just glorious. It's just a different kind of heat, pleasant heat, like you don't mind it. Exceptionally busy at the minute around the hub. So I think we must be on for 11:30 for the parade. Let's go up close to the castle, I think. And before we do, let's look at the statues. I always love these. And these just very unique sort of bits of art, really. All the different characters. Some baddies representation as well, some villains. But some great spots for castle photos at Disneyland Paris, and I think the number one best spot is down here because everyone sort of focuses on getting a central shot, but you can get super close with nobody in the background at this spot here. So sometimes there's a cast member doing photographs with the sort of photo pass, but most of the time there isn't. You've just got this whole sort of area right in front of the castle, and if you put the wide angle lens on your phone, you get the whole castle in, nobody behind you, very close to it. Yeah, beautiful. And we've got the entrance to the Dragon's Lair, the cave underneath the castle. looking beautiful. We might just sort of hang about and grab the parade if we're in the right place at the right time. There's no harm in grabbing it. 7 minutes to go, I think, until the parade. I must say, another tip as well, it's a good time to do some rides, join the parades, and see later on in the evening as well with the fireworks, because everybody's out here. You imagine it's probably a quarter or half the park are all stood waiting for the parade, so it frees up some queue space in the rides. So that's a wait, we'll have a wander up. With Disneyland Paris, unusually there's very few sort of cast member photographers. So like you'd think this would be sort of a prime spot. But every time we've been, there's never any cast members taking photographs. So it's not really a thing here like it is at Disney World, where they're everywhere in their green tops. So if you want a photograph of all of you in, I normally just sort of offer to take someone else's. So if you see somebody taking selfies or sort of quite clearly, you know, they can't get one of themselves all together, I'll offer to take it, and then after just ask if they'll do the same for us. So it's a nice little way of helping other people and getting your photo too.
Mais là, tu dois encore.
So it's a good spot to watch it if you can get at the front, in front of the castle, or in the centre section. You know, if you're wanting photos, your best spot definitely so in that central hub area there, where people are stood, because you're facing the parade. Over in the background, you've got the castle. So if you're taking photographs, it's excellent. It's a good little spot. But yeah, it's Disney Stars on Parade. That's what we're waiting for. So magic is in the air as the world famous Disney Stars on Parade passes through Disneyland Park. Admire the characters on their colourful floats against a backdrop of enchanting music and immerse yourself in Disney stories like never before. I'm just sort of wandering around now. So there's reserved viewing areas as well. Sort of the assisted pass. I'm not sure whether it's an upgrade as well. Maybe you can pay for that. I know certainly for the evening you can pay. I think we'll just pop over here. Going for a bit further back. Start in 3 minutes. With the music festival as well, there's a really cool little Goofy show which utilises the fountains in front of the castle. So he sort of comes out as a bit of a conductor, wearing his conductor's costume. And then whilst he's doing that, there's sort of music and the fountains shoot up in front of the castle. That's a really special little show to catch. But it's just nice to have these festivals and events at Disneyland. How is the quality of the stream, guys? People watching? How's it looking? Hopefully the connection's good, the quality's good. So we're just waiting for the Disney Stars on Parade to start at the minute. So she'll be about 2 minutes away from that kicking off. Tim's dropped in where he's watching from. Where's everybody else watching from? Hope you're having a good Saturday. It's nice to bring you live from Disneyland Paris.
Chers amis, Disney Stars on Parade commencera dans quelques instants. Dear friends, Disney Stars on Parade will begin in just a few moments.
So just roughly a minute until the parade starts. Looking forward to this one. Bonjour Fabrice. Welcome to the stream. Where are you watching from today? I must say the cloud coverage today is beautiful. Just gives you a bit of rest from the sun. It's just a pleasant temperature, but then when the sun is directly on you, it does get pretty hot pretty quickly. But benefit from this part, there's plenty of places just to grab some shade. So you can hear the parade in the distance. It sort of comes out next to Small World and makes its way down this way past the back of Buzz and then into the castle hub in front of the castle, down past Casey's, down Main Street. So it's a decent route. So I noticed as well on the app that Pirates of the Caribbean is back open, because that was sort of shut for a period of time for renovation. And it's meant to be opening tomorrow, but I think they've opened it a day early, which is exciting. So I might try and grab a ride on that later. So I'm just going to give a shout out to Mike and Lena as well. Sort of friends we met in Disney World. Sort of watched our videos and we bumped into them as we were getting out of the, I think it was the Frozen sing-along. We bumped into them. It was just such a nice little chat, lovely couple. And yeah, watching our videos and stuff, and we get little comments and exchange little comments on Instagram and stuff. So they've just dropped a little message to say it's nice that we're live. So hello to Mike and Lena, lovely to hear from you. I hope you're both well. I don't know what the weather's like your way as well, so I know you're not too far from Disney World, are you? It's a bit closer than us anyway. So we can hear the parade's getting ever closer. Thanks again for everyone for watching. If you do me a big favour just to give the stream a bit of a boost, sort of help us out, if you could press the like button, sort of tells YouTube that you're enjoying it, and hopefully get more people involved. Thank you so much again for watching, everybody. Much appreciated. Waiting for the Disney Stars on Parade, Disney Stars on Parade parade.
Et maintenant, and now, Disney Stars on Parade!
déjà une gros gueule. C'est le mois d'avant, tout de suite. Tu as vu, Jeanne? Tous ces gens ont l'air si heureux.
Tu ne trouves pas qu'il y a une atmosphère très particulière?
Wow, there we go. That was magic. How good was that parade? It must be one of the best parades at any Disney park. The number of characters and the flows are fantastic. I love the music too. Right, let's go for a stroll and cool down after that. So hello everyone that's joined, welcome to the stream. We're going to be streaming for maybe a good few hours here at Disneyland Paris on this beautiful sunny day. Just experiencing the park, relaxing, looking at all the little details. We get on a couple of rides, look in the shops, grab a snack or two. Yeah, plenty to do today on this beautiful day. So we'll just have a wander around Discoveryland. So if you just joined me, welcome. And if you've been watching for a bit and you're enjoying it, please drop a little like on the live streams. It does helps people find it, and it's good to have more people on board on this lovely day around the park. So we're here for the weekend. So I'm here for the weekend, and yeah, so I thought I'd live stream today. Got a bit of a plan for tomorrow, Sunday, to do a challenge. So I'm going to try and do every ride in the Disneyland park in one day. To see if I can just do everything without using single rider, without using the Lightning Pass. So it's going to be exciting. Something a bit different, maybe a bit tiring. I don't know. Not tried it before. I think it'd be possible. Obviously it's a weekend, so it's going to be a bit busier. But we'll give it a go and it'll be fun. Got the Orbitron going round. That's a ride I've not been on, so obviously I'll get to go on that tomorrow. Let's go look at Autopia, I think. Yeah, this is a bit of an underridden ride for us. Every time we come there, the queue is quite big. So this is your sort of little driving track, racing track ride. You can drive your own car. And they're quite cool, a bit futuristic. See if we can capture some of the track. Well, yeah, like I say, it's very sunny today. I think we're going to get highs of 29 Celsius. There's some good cloud coverage, I think, for most of the day, which means we'll get a period of shade, which will be more than welcome. I think look how warm it is, but it's pleasant, it's not too bad. I was saying earlier on the stream, when you're in the UK and it's 29 degrees, you feel like you're going to melt into a puddle on the ground, and it's the most unbearable thing ever. But you come abroad, you come out into Europe or elsewhere, and it's glorious, it's beautiful. It's sort of that different mentality of holiday heat versus day-to-day working heat, being at home. So yeah, I'm going to try and do some rides on the stream today, but I don't want to spend too long in queues with you, because I'm guessing you don't want to spend your Saturdays studying queues no more than I would like to be. we'll just hop on what we can really. We'll just show you the sights and sounds of the park, just enjoy the atmosphere. Just a nice little relaxing stream. Just try and show you as much as I can. A hyperspace mountain, sort of undergoing a bit of a refurb, but remaining open, which is cool. I'm all for that. It's just a shame to lose such a cool ride to renovation. I think that's it's been rethemed to Star Wars from the old theming of what you see there doesn't really match the sort of Star Wars. So I don't know what I'm not seeing the news really, what they've got planned with it, whether they're reverting back, they're going to drop Star Wars, I'm not sure. If you know, drop a little comment. Is it Nautilus? That was a bit of a funny one. When we first came, we didn't know what to expect with that. It was just a sort of like a walkthrough attraction, so you're exploring the submarine. So you go down the stairs and explore the submarine. Thank you, Fabrice. It says have a nice day. Apologies for that, folks. We just dropped connection for a minute or two there. So welcome back. Hopefully we're coming through okay. But yeah, like I say, I'll see if I can show you the boarding area for Hyperspace Mountain. This is obviously one you can never sort of film or live stream on. There we go. Everyone ready to go? It's got such a good lawn on the side. So you sort of go down, drop down into that tube, and they'll be under us now, I think, through there. And then they get fired up through this cannon. How cool's that? So keep walking around, I think. Sounds the stream, everybody. If anyone can drop us a little comment just to let us know what the quality's like, if the connection's good. I'm just sort of switching between Wi-Fi and my mobile internet, just to try and keep it as smooth as possible. Oh, I'm just going to pause to wipe my brow since the parade really. Been with the right sweat on. Very, very warm. Disneyland's definitely a very beautiful park, and this is probably one of the more peaceful sections of it, sort of at the back of Hyperspace Mountain and the exit. You've got this these benches, this sort of lovely landscaped area. It's always very quiet. If you want to avoid the crowds for a bit, just head back this way. Nice for a little chill. That leads you on to Magic, which is like a 3D, 4D even show. So very much like the one at Disney World Florida. So you've got all the different films represented in this, so like Aladdin, Coco, Beauty and the Beast, and although it's Mickey's Magic, it's mainly Donald that the story follows, because he sort of gets the sorcerer's hat, and that gives him momentarily magic powers, but then he loses it and he's sort of chasing it through all the scenes of those films to get it back. Sort of differs from the Florida version because there's no sort of smells or water effects, but there is sort of a rumble in the ground. That sort of makes sense. So when like things, like when the brooms or the mops are sort of stomping around, the whole ground moves, which is quite cool. Got a bit of a meet and greet. The Mandalorian. Let's see if I can show you that. How cool. Ooh. So that's a good meeting. He talks as well. I think he's got like the hand gestures to be able to sort of emit sounds that like different. Sorry? I'm filming the Mandalorian, the character. There we go, not everyone likes being filmed, which is fair enough. There we go, let's head round and we'll look at Star Tours. Star Tour, that's dinner. Especially sort of midday. Let's head inside to see some of the Star Wars merch. Right, just going to switch to some Wi-Fi. Here we are, apologies for that, we should be back. Let's head inside, have a look at some of these Star Wars merch, because there's some cool bits in here. So one of the cool things you can do is build your own. Right, hopefully we're back, guys. So it's proving a bit tricky. Streamed in Disney World before. There's great Wi-Fi. Other than anything other than let's go back outside. See if that improves things. Alright, we'll just have to stick outdoors for a bit. So it's the first time I've live streamed at Disneyland Paris, so it's sort of all a learning curve for connections and stuff. So I might just sort of exclude us from indoor type stuff, unfortunately. I don't want to lose you. Make it choppy. Yeah, thank you to everyone watching. I hope you're all having a great Saturday. Thank you for spending it with me for a bit. So just sort of having a relaxing stroll exploring the park. I'd love to hear from you all. Drop any comments. Are you visiting Disneyland Paris soon? If you want to see anything specific, let me know. But this is new. I think up until September is the Lounge Lightspeed, which is a bit of a Star Wars themed terrace bar type thing, so it's sort of drinks only, from what I understand. Drinks menu, and you sort of sit up above the Darth Vader meet, so I think it's up there with the ship, and there's sort of stormtroopers walking around, characters. So yeah, see up there, lounge light speed. Let's wander this way then. Head out of Discoveryland. We'll go around to Fantasyland, I think, maybe. Let's do a bit of a circuit of the park. Let's do a bit of a tour, a guided tour with Tom. Got the Videopolis here, which is always quite a nice place to grab a bite and have a rest. It's massive inside, tons and tons of seating. And you've got a bit of a quick service restaurant in there, burgers and chicken, that kind of thing. Order on screens. But then there's all tiered sort of seating tables with a stage. I think at the minute with the music festival they do actually have some entertainment on, occasionally over the stage, which is cool. The queue extended out, Hyperspace Mountain. If you see it out here, I definitely wouldn't be riding it. So it will get significantly shorter than this. It's saying 45. I'd probably say it's a little bit more than that, really. Single rider queue's open 35 minutes. They don't always have that open for some reason.
We've talked about that before.
So I'll head back towards the hub with the castle. And just a gentle reminder not to bang on about it too much, but if you've been watching for a bit and you're enjoying it, dropping a little like on the video really does help. So it helps people find the video and get some more people watching so they can explore the park with us. So that'd be very much appreciated if you could. Thank you so much. So I'll say the park's looking particularly beautiful in the sunshine today. And I was mentioning earlier when we were sort of entering Discoveryland, I'm going to do a challenge tomorrow. I'm going to try and ride every ride in Disneyland in one day. So I'm sort of planning on getting here for park opening. I think it's 9:30 tomorrow to rope dropping. And yeah, do all the big rides early, hopefully when the queues are short, so like Big Thunder Mountain's open again. Head on that first maybe, because that can sort of go in excess of 60 minutes. Maybe Peter Pan's. I'm already coming up with my strategy for tomorrow. And it's going to be warm again tomorrow, equally as hot, so that might be an added element of challenge to the video. It might be a nice time to say hello. I'll spin the camera around to show you how hot I am. Hi guys, so if anyone new to the channel, I'm Tom. So I'm normally here with my wife Katie and my son Oliver. But it's just me today. So I thought it'd be good to live stream. It's not too bad filming videos with a 4-year-old. It's fine, so we can sort of get the clips when we can. But live stream's a bit more difficult just because you sort of have to face the challenges of having a little man with you at the parks. You have to stop and sort him out and bits and bobs. So live streaming is a little bit more challenging when you've got a child with you. So I thought it'd be a good opportunity today to live stream. But so yeah, so hi everyone. I think we'll head inside the castle. So again, we'll see how the connection holds up. It'll be nice to show my sweaty head then. But this castle's fantastic. The fact you can walk all the way through. There's different levels to it. You can go under it, and see the dragon. So hopefully we're back on. Okay, it doesn't take much at all for the stream to drop, just a slight covering. So yeah, definitely just limited to outdoors, unfortunately. I think some of the issue is the Disneyland Paris Wi-Fi. So when I've streamed at Disney World before, you could sort of almost confidently rely on the Disney World Wi-Fi to an extent, but here it's very, very patchy. So connecting and disconnecting quite regularly, so I've been using the mobile data. And the issue being, the second you go indoors, you lose that. So yeah, we learn as we go, guys. We learn as we go. A bit of a real shot of the castle, actually. Let's check that out. Very beautiful. So if you're watching, I'd love to hear from you in the comments where you're watching from, what you're up to today. If you got any trips planned to Disneyland Paris or any other Disney parks. Are you watching because you're missing it, or watching because you're planning a trip and just want to see what it's like? Love to hear from you. Have you got any questions as well, or anything you want to see in particular within the parks? I'll try my best to hunt it down and show you. We'll take you there. Just let me know. Just say I'm on my own, and apart from that lady telling me to stop filming her kids, I've not spoken to anybody other than you guys, so it's be good to chat. So do leave me a comment and say hi. Just let me know what you're up to. It's wonderful to show you Disneyland Paris live as it is now. This glorious sunny day here in France. They've done my rides looking really nice. Just pristine. I just love how well looked after the park is. So each one of them Dumbos is just like spotlessly clean. There's not a speck of paint missing off them. Just looks gorgeous. The park is so well looked after. Very beautiful. So some of the landscaping, I've not noticed so much this time round, but when we came in May, all the flowers were out. And it looks stunning. And it does now as well. You know, the water feature and the swans. It's got to be one of the best looking Disney parks. We've got Alice's Labyrinth. It's a bit of an interactive maze. And then you've got the Queen of Hearts castle. I think it's Queen of Hearts castle. Somebody's castle. It's very tight up there. Done this sort of once before, and the maze is fantastic. It's a great attraction. When you get to the castle and you're sort of all crammed in, there's like one set of stairs up and down, and you just end up sort of squashing inside the turrets. Get a good view of the park though. Bit of a queue forming for me actually. You know, it's slightly busier when you're queuing for the labyrinth, but I suppose it is Saturday on a lovely sunny day. There's bound to be more people here. They'll walk around to meet Mickey Mouse. So this switched to a virtual queue system, I think about a month ago, there or thereabouts. So this and the Princess Pavilion arguably used to have the longest queue in the park. So I think to try and sort of tackle that, they switched to a virtual queue system, and it's sort of had mixed reviews, I think. Because you sort of, here's very much fastest finger first. You have to be hot on it to get yourself a reservation to meet Mickey, and it goes for Stitch and Spider-Man. I think there's another Avengers meet and greet. So in this park it's Mickey Mouse and the princesses, and then in studios you've got Stitch and sort of the Marvel characters. So you see there, fully booked it says on the sign. So yeah, you have to be on the app. It opens twice a day. Can't remember what the morning time is, but I think the afternoon time's 1 o'clock or 1:30. So you open up the app, and when those times come, you have to refresh and click book, and you get given a sort of time slot or an approximate wait time to see them. And then when your time's called, you've got to get over there and join what I assume is going to be a much shorter queue to get to the front. So it sort of has benefits in that you're not stood there. We waited like an hour before to meet Mickey Mouse, which, you know, it's not ludicrous, but at the same time it's an hour that you're not on rides and stuff. So it does eliminate that, and I think even more beneficial on the Princess Pavilion, because that was like, you're talking an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours to meet the princesses. So that's a huge benefit. You're not waiting those ridiculous queues. But then I think the slots are getting booked up within like minutes or even seconds. So if you're not the lucky one to click it at the right time on the app, you're sort of essentially excluded from that experience for the day. If you miss it on both morning and afternoon openings, which is a shame, obviously, if you bring your child to Disneyland and they want to meet the princesses, and you can't take them to meet them because you weren't able to do it on the app. That's a shame, really. So yeah, pluses and negatives to it, but I'm sure they're keeping an eye on it and making it the best it can be. We have had a few new people join the stream, so welcome everybody. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful day at Disneyland Paris. So just having a nice relaxing stroll around the park, showing you all the sights and sounds. Showing you the duckies, searching for some shade next to the teacups. I will say in the sunshine today, everything's looking glorious. And it's not too bad. I say we've come to some areas and it's quite congested and busy, and then suddenly for some reason it won't be. So like now, this area is normally quite busy whenever I walk through. It's empty, which is lovely. But then randomly we'll head to other areas and it's busy, so I was saying all the times we've been to Disneyland Paris, the queues are never outrageous. I know when we've visited Florida in the past, there's some days where a lot of stuff is just unrideable for the length of the queues. I'd say all the times we've been here, there's never been a day where we've looked and there's something you can't ride or isn't unreasonable to stand and wait for. Oh, we've got the train going over. And we've got the fairy tale boat ride. This is quite a cute one. As you sort of sit in these boats, be taken round on the water, showing little sort of dioramas of all castles and buildings, the characters. So looking at 15-minute wait at the minute. So I mentioned earlier, I try and potentially get on some rides that are outdoors, just sort of with the connection issues, but I'm quite conscious I don't want to sort of stand in a queue with you guys, and I'd rather sort of keep moving, keep showing you things, show you what's going on, little details and stuff, rather than the back of people's heads. So we'll go with that. But if there is anything in particular you'd like to see, or for me to go over and show you, please let me know in the comments. So looking at 15 minutes for Casey Jr. So this is one of Oliver's absolute favourite rides. Literally to the point where we're having to do it over and over again if the queue's good anyway. If you're sort of waiting up this little bit of a path here, going down to it, you are waiting 15-20 minutes, so it sort of goes under the bridge, up the stairs, around again. Beautiful little ride though, that is. Again, it's good that they just have some different attractions. It's not just a copy of any other park. It's very much its own park, very unique Disneyland Paris. I think there's a Casey Jr. train at Disneyland in California, but they just sort of, this isn't a carbon copy of any other park. They're all unique. They've all got their own different sets of rides, sort of the best bits from each parks and stuff slotted in. It's lovely. Some big news today as well, which is very exciting, is that Pirates of the Caribbean has opened back up. So that was shut for a period of time, sort of scheduled maintenance and renovation, and it was scheduled to open up tomorrow. But when I checked the queue times this morning, it was open. So maybe a bit of a soft opening. Or they've just gone, oh what the heck, we'll open up a day early. So I'll see if that stays up throughout the day, but it's definitely up this morning. I think we'll have a walk over and have a look. So it is really nice just to explore. We sort of walk around, especially around the sort of Pirates of the Caribbean area. There's lots of little tunnels and walkways next to the ship and through the caves and stuff, so there's plenty to see and do that way. So I think we will walk over and have a look. So you see here we get a bit congested in this area. Oh, it's a very hot day today again. I've probably mentioned it several times, but it's difficult not to when you got a right sweat on. But it's a good sweat, I'd say. if that's a thing, a good sweat on. So I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Not really heard from anyone in a while. If you're watching and enjoying it, drop a little comment, say hi. I think I had a message from Mike and Lena again. Let's have a quick look at that. Mike and Lena on Instagram. Just mentioned we don't have the YouTube chat, but we're watching. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. 6 AM where they are, because I mentioned, gave them a shout out earlier. So Mike and Lena are from the States. We met them on our visit to Disney World last year. The Hollywood Studios. We're getting off the Frozen ride and bumped into them, just like the loveliest two people, just chatting about Disney and their visits and stuff. And we've sort of been following each other on Instagram and Disney mad like us. So let's say, so it's early 6 AM-ish. It's going to be in the 90s today. So it's going to be very warm their end as well. So I'm not very good with Fahrenheit, but I know 90 is high. But here it's going to be highs of 29 Celsius. So I don't know what that translates to. Fahrenheit. Yeah, look at this. So you just sort of get stopped with the beauty of the park. It's very gorgeous. But yeah, so Mike and Lena, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for dropping me a message. It's lovely to hear from you both, and I'm glad you're both well. Anyone else watching? If you want to say hi, please do. It's lovely to be social and chat to people. Whilst I'm enjoying the park, and I just appreciate you guys spending it with me on this lovely Saturday. So what we're looking at on Peter Pan at the minute, just out of interest. Sort of get a bit queue-time obsessed sometimes when I'm looking around. It's looking pretty meaty. What are we on? 60 minutes. Yeah, that's about right for lunchtime. Peter Pan. I will say I do make a lot of comparisons to Florida, because that's sort of what I consider our second home. Like, we love Disney World and visiting there, and sort of in the last 12 months really we've fallen in love with Disneyland Paris. So we sort of love them both now, so we do a lot of comparisons and speak about them both. When we're here we speak about it, but yeah, sort of in that sense this is probably the superior Peter Pan, I'd say. And obviously it's a newer ride, you know, with it opening I think in the 90s, and it's just got a bit more going on it. And I guess it's the same with Pirates of the Caribbean as well. That's a far superior version of the ride here. So that was what sort of took me aback really when we started visiting. I was sort of not shocked, but sort of so surprised really that some of the rides are actually better here than Florida. So obviously you have the scale and the quantity of attractions and shows and rides at Disney World, but some of the things here are actually better in terms of like the rides. Oh, hello to Jay in the comments. Nice to hear from you. So Jay says, just having a peek. He's planning an upcoming visit in August. Fantastic. If you've got any questions, Jay, please fire away. More than happy to help. I hope you have a fabulous time. Whereabouts are you planning on staying? Are you staying at Disney Hotel? Or are you off-site? It's great to show you the park, what to expect. Wow, 50 minutes. Pirates of the Caribbean. So that is a long queue time. So I'd never jump in that at 50 minutes. So we are at peak wait times at the minute. So it's 12:30 local time in Paris, depending on where you're watching from. So that is from this point up until sort of maybe 4 or 5 o'clock is your peak wait times. And if you want to get the shortest possible wait times, the sort of 2 periods in the day really to get that, is for rope drop. So when the park opens, like today it's 9:30. So for the first sort of 2 hours or so, the wait times are a lot lower. And in the evening, so as the day draws on a bit and you get closer to park closing time, the waits drop to the point where me and Katie came last October here, and we did studios for sort of the majority of the day, I think it was, but then from about 6 PM onwards we came over to this park, Disneyland, and we ended up doing, I think, practically the whole park in a matter of like 3, maybe 4 hours, just because the queues were so short. We did like everything. And then, not to keep banging on about comparisons, but the queue times are a lot more manageable and better at this park, and I think probably most of the other parks, from certainly Disney World, but whenever we watch sort of vlogs and streams from Tokyo Disney and some of the other international Disney parks, I think this is probably the resort, the location with the best wait times of any. So 50 minutes is probably as bad as you'd get for Pirates of the Caribbean, which Disney World, it's still quite high, but it could spend a lot of the day at that time on a busy day, but it is a Saturday. So yeah, we got the Peter Pan meet and greet. Not here at the minute though, but all the character times are on the app. I mean, look at that ship, that's so cool. It sort of white elevates this whole part of the park, like with Pirates of the Caribbean, the ride's fantastic, and then all the surrounding theming and effort that's gone into it is fantastic. So let's have a walk around. Oh, and the skull as well, that's so cool. Nice and quiet in this section of the park too, I'm loving this. And over here you'll find during the music festival, which is running I think until September, could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is where you're going to find the Timon and Pumbaa sort of music and singing, dancing show. So we saw this last time we came, and that was fabulous. So they come out those gates, people sort of view around here, and they're in this area. Speaking of Timon and Pumbaa, so it's 12:35. The Lion King show started at 12:30, and that's definitely, if you come, the Lion King Pride. What is it? I can't remember the full name of it, but basically the Lion King show. It's sort of, I'd argue, like a West End, like Broadway quality show. It's about 20 to 25 minutes long, and it's just absolutely wonderful. It's got sort of live actors playing the roles of the characters from the Lion King. There's no puppets or anything. They are, humans telling the story, but they're obviously all dressed in the most wonderful, vibrant costumes. Live singing, and like unbelievable quality singing. So like Simba, I think he is a Broadway star. He's come from America. So Simba's American, and you've got some, I think there is, if I'm right, there's some live musicians like playing the drums and a couple of instruments. Yeah, it's fabulous. It sort of tells the story of the Lion King. So that's a definite must watch and I'd arrive probably no later than like 20 minutes before it starts, just to make sure you get seats, because it sort of gets very busy. And that would go for the Frozen sing-along, the Pixar show, and Mickey and the Magician over at Studios Park, just because they get very, very busy. Probably the exception to arriving super early would be for the Alice in Wonderland stunt show. I don't know, that's probably not the name of it, but where the Lights Motor Action stunt show used to be, because that's got a massive, massive auditorium, like an outdoor tiered seating, so you don't need to arrive super early for that. There's plenty of availability for it. Right, so just bear me a second. I'm going to grab a quick drink, plug in some power to the camera, and we'll keep walking around. But I hope you're enjoying the stream. And just a little reminder, if you are enjoying it and have been with me for a bit, please drop a little like on the stream, because it just helps. It gives the video a boost. It tells YouTube that people are enjoying it, and will hopefully recommend it and get more people involved so they can come along for the fun. So I'm going to keep going really for as long as I can. Like, it's a great day, fantastic day at the park, so just really enjoying sharing it with you. So yeah, drop a little like if you can, because that really does help, so thank you. But I'm just going to grab a quick drink at the power bank and we'll carry on round. There we go, all sorted. Just taking my backpack off. Goodness me, I'm sweating. Oh, it's very hot. We're plugged in now, we've got power on the camera. Refreshed with a drink, we'll carry on. This is where you can meet Aladdin and Jafar, but we've seen Jafar here, so we didn't have any times on Peter Pan, but on this one we do. So Aladdin's back at 2:30. We might even be done with Peter Pan for the day, hence there being no times. Hi.
No, what's up?
Quite a cool little setting really. So like, we've seen Captain Hook and Peter Pan, they meet under like umbrellas, so it's not like the best photo, but this one definitely is. Like Jafar, Aladdin and stuff. We see through here the restaurant. I love the Agrabah setting. Let's go check that out actually. We'll have a walk through. It feels lovely and peaceful in this section of the park at the minute. We are in Agrabah. So what's funny is they've got the Aladdin's flying carpets over at Disney Studios, but we've got this Agrabah section at Disneyland, so it's a funny old one really, because that would be obviously a perfect fit. They should almost just move that ride here if they can, because it doesn't fit now at Disney Studios, because they're sort of moving away from the studio production theme in towards more sort of general storytelling, I think. So there's going to be a change of name to the park. I think, is it Disney Adventure? I can't remember the name. Yeah, I won't make myself sound silly. But they're changing the name, so it's not going to be studios themed anymore. And I think the whole premise of Flying Carpets being there was almost like it's a production, so it's like a backdrop of Agrabah and they're filming Aladdin or something like that, but that doesn't fit anymore really. Agrabah Cafe, all you can eat buffet. So €45 for an adult, €25 for a child, 3 to 11 for a child, so if you've got under 3 they will eat free. So we're not eating there. That looks quite nice, it's the sort of stuff you can expect. Oh, I don't know, it's because we're in a bit of a Arabian setting, but it feels even hotter now. It's just sort of the illusion of being warm. Got the passage Enchanted Aladdin. And again, the signal's not going to be very good in there, but that just sort of shows you Aladdin scenes, a sort of form of dioramas, like models and statues and stuff, telling the story of Aladdin. I always quite like this sign, you know, because I just like this sort of stuff. The safari. We've got the safari jeep as well. When we're here with Oliver, he always has to have a picture with that. He loves anything with wheels. A few of the stalls shut today. I'll show you some of the merch. I've got a lot of Lion King merch out. Got some kids' t-shirts, some stuffed toys, or Lion King adult t-shirts, I think, are they? Yeah. Got his Simba ears. So Oliver's got a Simba cap. Oh, here it is. Yeah, Oliver's got that. Loves that. Just your sort of discreet Mickey Mouse cap. Got some cute little costumes as well. Princess Jasmine costume. He's doing what I was going to do. 70 euros for a Jasmine costume. I'd never fit in that, so I won't get it. But got this store. Oh, that's cool. Little play sets. Once Upon a Story of Moana. Towels. It might be that later. Well, I'll have a good look around some of the shops, but I'll try and get onto the Wi-Fi, try and get a stable connection. Just 'cause whilst I'm outdoors, I think we're all good. But the second I go under any kind of cover at the minute, the signal drops. So I've not got fantastic coverage in the park. Certainly the Wi-Fi is good if you're just sort of checking social media and, you know, that kind of light usage, but I think streaming on it isn't a great idea from what I've experienced so far anyway. It is a first stream for us at Disneyland Paris, so I hope you're enjoying it. So streamed at Florida before, I mentioned earlier with the connection. You can sort of get in most areas and stream from inside the rides and buildings and stuff on the Disney Wi-Fi, and if it gets patchy you can quickly switch over to mobile internet, but here it's sort of mobile internet's the best option. Got the Hakuna Matata restaurant. I think there's a menu over here, so I'll show you some of the food options. So we got a non-glary angle. So menu shakalaka, tomato, sweet peppers, white beans, chickpeas, broken rice. Look at that. So African inspired dishes, pulled beef sandwich, desserts, and I'll show you this as well. So if you're planning a visit and sort of worried about prices, food and stuff, your best option, your cheapest option really, it's still very filling, are the kids menu. So they're €10 I think at pretty much every quick service restaurant, and you get a main, two sides normally, a drink and a little pudding dessert. So like here you can have the small pulled beef sandwich or crispy chicken bites, and then it's served with fries, tomatoes, or baby bells, and a drink and a little dessert. So it's like such good value really for food wise, so it's easily enough for an adult. So instead of paying like €17 for a meal, or not far off double, without a dessert, get yourself the kids option and get all that for €10. I think we'll head up and we can do this together for the first time, certainly for me, the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse, because we've never done this. Me, Katie nor Oliver have not done this, so it's outdoors, so that's a big tick for the connection, and it's brand new. I'm excited for this. So I think it's just a bit of a walk around tour of the Swiss Family treehouse, or it's a film, I think it's from the 60s, live action, sort of family on some ship that gets stranded on an island and they're fighting off pirates and stuff. I watched it when I was a kid. I just remember there being a cheeky monkey. I'm not talking about Oliver. There's but yeah, I think they get attacked and they have to defend their little makeshift home. So all that bamboo made gadgets and stuff. I remember like all the water chutes and stuff. So we'll go have a little walk around there. That's exciting. We are slowly getting more and more people joining the stream, so I just want to do a quick little shout out and thank everybody for watching. I hope you're enjoying it. And if you are enjoying it, please don't forget to press the like button, because that really does help the stream. Gets people on board and they can come and join in on the adventure around Disneyland Paris and indeed the Swiss Family Treehouse. So I'd love to hear from you in the comments too. If there's anything you want to see or just want to say hi, if you've got a trip planned and want to know anything, just let me know. More than happy to help out. So let's go for a walk round. Roger. So I bet we'll get some good views from the treehouse actually. And hopefully there's some shade. I'm getting a bit hot now. I mean, to be honest, the whole park's beautiful, but this is a particularly gorgeous section of the park. I do love this. There's more and more people filtering through now. You're having to get Premier access soon, a lightning lane. But these types of rides and I guess sort of attractions are perfect, because even on the absolute busiest day of the year, you know that you can just turn up to things like this and walk straight on, and you've experienced something, you've had a bit of fun. You don't have to stand in a queue for 45 minutes an hour for something. Having a quick break there to wipe the sweat off my brow. But it's lovely and cool in the treehouse, this section now, and now we're in the shade. So we're in the kitchen scene. Dining room complete with running water, volcanic stone, something, and oven utensils. So yeah, that's the premise. It's sort of coming back to me a bit. So obviously they get stranded on this island and they can use stuff on the ship that's sort of shipwrecked, but they build their own little camp, their own like house. I need to watch this when I get home, I think, because I can't remember whether they're stranded and just can't get rescued, or whether they're just a bit like, oh, I'm getting a taste for this now. I love being trapped on the island. We've built a nice little house. Let's just stay here, shall we? The vantage point. That telescope doesn't work. I was going to let you look down it. It doesn't work. It's decoration. You can hear the Indiana Jones ride in the distance. This is the library. If you're stranded on a desert island, you need to read and do your homework and all that. Oh, hello to Nancy. It says, hello everyone, thank you for streaming magic. You're very welcome. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate you watching. It's an absolute pleasure to share it with you. Get a little peek of the castle in the distance. It's a nice little shot actually. Got a bit of a long lens on a camera. I just snap it on my phone. Bear with me. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's a cool shot that is. Zoom back out. Concentrate, Tom. Let's go around the house. The treehouse. So where are you watching from, Nancy? I'd love to know where you're joining me from. God bless our home. I think there's a scene in the film where they're dancing to this song. You know, you just get weird flashbacks to something you watched probably about 25 years ago and only watched once, and it slowly starts to come back to you. This is one of those. Go look. There's the master bedroom. People chucking coins on it for good luck. I think that's what they're doing anyway. Good luck coins. Oh, they just keep getting higher and higher. Wow, this is cool. Oh, Nancy's from Belgium. Is it equally as hot in Belgium as it is in Paris at the moment? I think practically the whole of Europe's going through a bit of a heat wave at the minute, I think. Probably one of the warmest years so far in the UK. So the kids' bedroom, I think. All the little hammocks and stuff, that's cool. And then we start our descent. Oh, fantastic. Well, I hope you have a great time, Nancy. Not long to wait until you're here. I just hope the weather's as nice as it is now. Maybe a little bit cooler for you. But even still, this isn't an awful temperature. Very, very pleasant still. Got these little cheeky pigeons enjoying themselves. Hope they've scanned their park tickets. But yeah, I do hope you have an amazing time, Nancy. Are you staying on site, one of the Disney hotels, or are you off site to where you've yet to stay at a Disneyland hotel? We've always stayed at Airbnbs, so significantly cheaper, but obviously you don't get some of the magic perks that you do with staying on site. If anyone else planning a visit or just been, let me know. Love to hear from you in the comments. Just to say hello, really. It's nice to be social. We'll just do a little plug for the channel as well. So we have live streamed in the past. It's our first time live streaming at Disneyland Paris, but we mainly upload sort of edited videos to the channel. So we've just recently been to Dubai. Prior to that, we've got some Disneyland Paris content. So just sort of a bit of a travel channel really, just sort of sharing our little family adventures and stuff. We're gonna have some content from this weekend to share soon, so if you do want to watch some of our other stuff off the channel, drop a little subscribe and you'll be able to get in on some of that action. So this way, I think I've not walked this way before. There's people looking in and turning away. I hope it's not scary. People seem quite hesitant to go in. Now, I'm not going to fall into the trap of going in somewhere because I've done this a few times, so we'll lose signal. I don't want to lose you. So we'll just keep exploring, do some outdoorsy stuff, enjoy the sunshine, stay outside. Perhaps we'll go down and get up closer to the shed, but there's a little kids playground down here which I didn't know existed. Spotted a load of kids going in. I won't freak any parents out by going in and filming, especially when I've not got Oliver, but I need to make a mental note of this because when we come with Oliver next time we definitely need to head down here for a bit of pirate playground. Yeah, there it is, that's cool. Literally didn't know that existed. This is what happens when you just sort of take your time and explore. It's right at the rear of the pirate ship as well, so that's a good setting. So Nancy's staying at the Golden Forest Club, Sequoia Lodge, with her brother and godchild. That sounds really lovely. Well, I hope you have a fabulous time, Nancy. And thank you again for watching. Thank you to everyone else watching too. I hope you're enjoying it. Thank you for sharing your Saturday with me, walking around the park. It's my pleasure to do so. And we'll keep going. Let's keep exploring. Well, you're going to love it, Nancy, if it's your first time. It's your first visit, just take your time, take it all in. Don't worry about trying to just like do everything, just focus on a few things at a time and just enjoy it. It is magical. Such a beautiful place to come. So we'll keep walking round. So I'm very pleased that Big Thunder Mountain is open again. So I'm going to be riding that at some point during my stay. So it's been shut for a few months. And it's definitely, I think, mine and Katie's favourite ride in any of the parks, maybe other than Crusher's coaster. So we're just absolutely over the moon that that's up and running again. But I want to, before we head over that way, I want to check out and check in the Outpost restaurant. So we're exploring the whole park, so I don't want to miss anything. I'll show you as much as I can. And this is particularly nice. So Colonel Haffy's Outpost restaurant. I love coming here. It's a nice food. and it's just a really cool setting. So this is a quick service restaurant. You can sit outside or inside, and it's beautiful to sit outside. You get this sort of really cool looking setting. You've got the terrace there, but it's the inside that I love. I'm going to risk it for a biscuit. I'm going to try and show you indoors very briefly maybe. It might be quite busy with it being lunchtime, but we'll head in. So a quick look. If I lose you, apologies, stick around. But yeah, look at this. It's just so cool. It's got like the tree centerpiece, all the mural around the edging, like safari. It's all sort of like adventure themes. Different countries, different expeditions and stuff. It's really cool. And they do pizzas and curry here. And for infants, pasta dish. And it's Mickey shaped pizza. So for €17 you're getting a Mickey shaped pizza, side salad and a cold drink. You can get a pizza with garlic bread and a drink over at the quick service restaurant near Small World. So I think that, for me anyway, thank you, is a better option. Thank you. I'd take a garlic bread over a salad, me personally. So yeah, I thought that's quite cool to show you. Yeah, Nancy, I noticed that this morning with the, I was looking, is there any other Disneyland Paris streams, and I think I might be the only one. It's unusual really for like such a major attraction that you don't get a lot of live streamers, because sometimes when I'm at home in the UK I think, oh, it'd be lovely just to be at Disneyland Paris, and you try and look for a stream so you can get the atmosphere and the feel of being there, and there just isn't any. So yeah, sort of why this time I wanted to stream rather than just sort of record content like for the edited videos we do. So I thought it's something a bit different, and I thought, well, here on my own for this visit today, so I can stream for as long as I or you guys want, really. But if there's anything in particular any of you want to see, just let me know. I'm sort of exploring, taking it all in, and I'm actually finding new things myself by doing this, just sort of walking around. Because sometimes when you visit theme parks, if you've got a list of things you want to do, or you're just looking at the app, you just sort of end up charging from ride to ride, and you're not pausing to take it in or go down the little nooks and crannies and stuff. Because these Disney parks, they're so well designed and full of detail and little Easter eggs and hidden areas that you end up missing that if you just sort of walk in from one ride to the next. I mean, this is just sort of a little peaceful path. There's nothing really down this, but you don't really know until you give it a go. So yeah, that was just a little circle route there. That's funny. We'll head up and have a look at Indiana Jones. Like I say, I just showed you Colonel Haffy's, but there is plenty of quick service options. There's seated restaurants, plenty of like kiosks and stuff where you can grab fruit, popcorn. There's a lot of ice cream options. Like on Main Street you can get the Mickey shaped beignets. You can grab yourself a flute of champagne on Main Street, and you keep the glass. It's very, very fancy. So here we are, sort of tucked away in this corner of the park. It's Indiana Jones, the Temple of Peril. This is very much a roller coaster, and not a particularly gentle one at that. I think we've been on this, only been on this one twice in all our visits to the parks, and it's just because it's a little bit of a bone shaker, a head rattler. It's not the smoothest of roller coasters with the sort of headrests, and as you go round your head, sort of, if you're not really bracing against the back headrest, your head bounces left and right. It rattles your brain, let's put it that way. And sort of the exterior of the ride's really nicely themed, you know, with sort of ancient statues and excavation type, you know, props and stuff. It's really cool, but when you're on the ride, it is very much just roller coaster. Sort of, there's no story whilst you're on the roller coaster or anything. But it's cool. It's nice to have. This is something unique to Disneyland Paris, I think. I don't think any other park has this. And Indiana Jones is probably one of my favourite film series, so anything Indy is good for me. I love the new video game as well on the Xbox. That's really cool. That's another great Indiana Jones story to live through. But yeah, this is all it for this corner of the park. Oh, actually, let's have a quick look at the merch. I've never been to this merchandise stand. Oh, I like this t-shirt, that's cool. 23 euros. Indiana Jones Mickey ears. Let's see the price on those. They cost something. I can't find the price. Oh, that's cool. Little kids sort of play set. Although it just says adventure. Is this knockoff merch? Gona. There's no Disney branded on that. Are Disney selling knockoff merch of their own IPs in the park? That's very funny. Yeah, it just says adventures, no Indiana Jones branding on that. I like that t-shirt. Quite like this little bag actually. Sometimes when I'm filming in the parks and stuff, I use like this little black bag that I put the camera in, and a power bank and phone and wallet and stuff. And you know, if you're getting on off rides, you don't have to like worry about stuff flying out your pockets. It's just all in one bag. So I'm actually really tempted to pick that up. Because I love Indiana Jones, and sometimes the little black bag's a bit too small, the one I've got. 25. I think I'm definitely going to get that. Front pouches are quite useful. I'll come back for that. Will someone remind me please to come back for that. Bit of Lion King merchandise as well. Sleeping Simba. Oh wow. It's an unusual mug. Oh, it's for the ride as well, that's cool. So Casey's saying, what ride do you want to sing me happy birthday? Well, I'm quite happy to wish you a fantastic birthday. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And thank you for sharing it with me as well, watching this stream on your birthday. Very special. So we can all drop in the comments a little happy birthday for Casey. I think that might be a better alternative to hearing my awful singing voice. I mean, people are out here in the park trying to enjoy the day. They don't want to hear my singing. We could all wish Casey a very happy birthday. I won't ask how old you are, it's not polite. But however old you are, I hope you have the most magical day, and thank you for watching. Maxime, bonjour. Bonjour to you, Maxime, thank you for watching. Very welcome on the stream. thank you to everyone watching. I really appreciate it. Up to 27 viewers now. So that's exciting. So it's slowly building up. The plan is just to keep exploring and having a fun time and sharing everything with you all. I hope you're enjoying it. So I certainly am. And just a good time just to politely ask and just request, if you're watching and you're enjoying the stream, it's been helpful, useful, fun, any of those things, if you just drop a little like on the stream, it does really help. Helps sort of people find the stream, find the channel and get involved too and watch it. And yeah, the more people on board the merrier, really. It's lovely to share the park on this gorgeous day on the Saturday in July. Get into some of the peak times. Oh, spotted more indie merch. That's a cool jumper. 40 euros. Oh, I love that. Wow, what's with all the amazing indie merch? It's a cool t-shirt as well. Yeah, there's that t-shirt again. Oh, there's an Indiana Jones cap. 30 euros. Thank you, Nancy. Sub and liked. Really appreciate that. It's a pleasure to have you watching. Pleasure to have you subscribed. So thank you. I was mentioning on the stream earlier, got some good content hopefully to come from this weekend. So I'm filming a challenge tomorrow, so I'm quite excited about this. So we do a lot of vlogs and sort of tours of hotels and guides and stuff, but we've never done a challenge on the channel. So tomorrow's challenge, I'm going to be attempting to ride every ride at Disneyland Paris, Disneyland Park, in one day. So it's going to be potentially a mega day. I'm not sure, it could go either way really. It could be quite straightforward, it could be one of the most difficult things ever, I just don't know. So I'm going to get here for park opening. I'm going to set myself some rules in that I'm not going to be using the Premier Pass or Lightning Lane, however you want to call it. I'm not going to be using single rider, although I am on my own for this little trip. I'm not going to be using single rider. Hopefully we're back. Apologies guys, it's my phone decided to connect to Wi-Fi, which we know is bad. So I'm back on the mobile internet. There we go, I think we're going. Right, apologies. Let me know if there are any issues with the streams. I'm keeping an eye on it on my phone. But appreciate if you guys let me know if there's any issues. But well, yeah, so back to the challenge. So I'm going to try and do every ride in one day. So I'm going to arrive for park opening and stay for as long as it takes to get everything done, hopefully before it closes. So I think it's achievable. So I'm not going to use Premier Pass, I'm not going to use single rider. I'm going to do standbys, so I've got to try and be a bit smart and savvy with my strategy. So I'm going to maybe attempt to do the big hitters like Big Thunder, Peter Pan, sort of first thing in the morning. As soon as park opens, that rope drop is what it's called. And then slowly work our way through the rest of the rides, everything from the Orbitron to Dumbo. Going to be a loner on Dumbo. Oh, so yeah, so got some good, exciting content to come on the channel. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Subscribe if you're not, just so you can get the heads up when that video's out soon. So I'm going to do that tomorrow, but that's not going to be a live stream. Oh, Cowboy Goofy, how cool is that? Meet and greeting. I love all these sort of themed costumes for the characters. So like near Haunted Mansion, we'll nip over there soon, and hopefully Spooky Mickey's out. So you've got Mickey Mouse in his sort of Halloween gear, I guess. Oh, Casey, you're trying to twist my arm. I'm not going to sing. I'm not very good at singing. But I do wish you a happy birthday. and if everyone can drop a little comment to wish Casey a happy birthday. But again, just thank you for choosing to spend a part of your birthday watching this stream. I appreciate it. But yeah, apologies for not singing on a ride, but just know that I do wish you a happy birthday, and I hope you have a fabulous day. And let me know if you've got any decent presents, if you've opened those. I got another comment from Jay. Thanks for the great tips and great details, bringing back memories of taking your family back in the day. So yeah, you're more than welcome, Jay. I appreciate you for watching, so thank you. How long ago did you go, Jay? And so what was the setup with your family? Did you have little kids? So me and Katie, Katie's my wife, we've got Oliver, who's our 4-year-old. We're normally all together as a little team, but this weekend sort of they're doing other things, so I've jumped on the opportunity just to come visit one of my favourite places in the world. So and do a bit of streaming, filming and stuff. So yeah, we're normally as a 3. Today just a 1, me, because if we were as a 3, we'd be hammering this playground. That's not been open any of the times we visited, actually. But yeah, I'm guessing, Jay, you'd have done stuff if you had your kids on that kind of thing. But yeah, quiet in this section of the park. Nice and peaceful. But yeah, you're more than welcome, Jay. And have you got any more visits planned? So this is sort of the section where you find the Lion King show, and I don't think one would have just finished then, because it was quite busy over when we were in front of Big Thunder. So I did think, oh, maybe a Lion King's just chucked out, but it hadn't, because it was at 12:30 the show. So they're not. I don't think they're that quick after one another. So I'll have a quick look at the timings, really. I think potentially people are going in for the next show. I'm just looking at the timings. It says the show at 1:30. So who would like to see the Lion King? Hands up if you want to see the Lion King show. So I think I might want to. I think I'll go catch the Lion King show. I think it was fate. It's meant to be in the right place at the right time. So doing quite well, really, because it starts in 10 minutes. And we've come before and been cut off. So I think we arrived maybe 10 minutes before in a previous visit, and they've just said, sorry, it's full, and that's it. So I'm quite lucky, really, to arrive 10 minutes before and be walking in. I think it's meant to be stream. It's meant to be. It'd be nice to sit in the shade for a bit and cool down. So Jay visited back in 2002. Wow, so a very long time ago. Off to the yacht club in August. Solo trip. Fantastic. That sounds brilliant. So this is my first solo trip to any Disney park, really. So it's different. It's nice, you know. You're just on your own schedule. You can walk around, do what you want. But at the same time, I'm missing Katie and Oliver quite a lot, really. I love being here with my 2 favourite people in my favourite place, or one of my favourite places. So yeah, it's. I think that most of the next trips are going to be with my little team. So stick with me, guys. I'm going to try and connect to some reliable internet. So if we do drop, just please stick with me. I'll connect us to whatever's quickest. But maybe sitting near the door. So I'm going to keep an eye on the stream just as I sit down. But yeah, look, lots of seating. Yeah, not doing too bad. Quite a bit behind as well, but I still would recommend arriving early for shows. Might try and switch to Wi-Fi, just give that a quick go. So obviously we're waiting for the Lion King show to start, but I want the best connection for you guys, so just bear with me a sec whilst we give that a shot. Stand by, caller. Right, so we're on Disney Wi-Fi now, let's see how that goes. So we're just waiting for the Lion King show to start. So we're quite close to the front now. I always end up in this section. It's a good little bit really, because you're quite close to the front and there's some good stuff going on the left side of the stage. I say as well, this show's absolutely fantastic, like with the sort of production, the costumes, the music, the live singing. It's stunning, like really, really stunning. If this is the first time you've seen this show, you're in for a treat. Really is incredible. So shows should just be starting in 5 minutes time, so thanks for bearing with me. But whilst we're waiting, I'm just interested to hear any other people visiting soon. If anyone's got any questions or any experiences from Disneyland, any favourite rides. So Jay's staying Newport Bay. So yeah, that's beautiful, that does. Nancy's staying at Golden Forest Club.
Dear friends, the Lion King Rhythms of the Pride Lands will begin in just a few moments. Thank you.
So whilst we're waiting, let's just have a quick look at the app actually. So this is the show, The Lion King Rhythms of the Pride Lands. We've got another show in after this, 4:05 and 5:05. So yeah, our breathtaking indoor stage shows are open to all, but you can buy dedicated seating. Wow, there you go, €15 per guest. Definitely not necessary today, though you might get sort of better central seating. But in the centre you've got sort of the accessibility section, so like the scooters and stuff. But yeah, I don't think it's worth paying €15 per guest, especially if you like it a family. Yeah, some images from the show there, a little sneak preview. And there's our Simba. I say he's an American performer. Some acrobatics as well, yeah, I forgot about that. Some really cool stuff. So this is Frontierland Theatre. Swing to the rhythm and melodies of the savannah and feel the strength of the Pride Lands. Relive iconic moments from The Lion King during 30 minutes of music, acrobatics and dancing. Extraordinary how I do that. I cringe out of things like that. But yeah, so this is a fantastic show. So Nancy's favourite ride is Hollywood Tower of Terror. So you got the version here, Disney Studios. You got all sort of different versions. The one here is, I don't know if you've ridden this one, Nancy, or the one in Florida, but this one's very, very intense. Arguably like a better ride in terms of drops, but I love the Florida one just because the lift, goes through the corridor, and I don't know. My heart still leans towards the Florida version as being the better one. But this is fantastic, like for as a thrill perspective. I went on it last night, and yeah, it's brilliant. Waited half an hour for that. It's well worth it. Yeah, the theatre's filling up. I have people sat next to me have left. Was it something I said? Or maybe I smell, I don't know. But yeah, if anyone just joining, we're waiting for the Lion King Rhythm of the Pride Land show to begin. So it should be starting in about 3 minutes, so stick around. It's going to be fantastic. We'll have a look at some of the queue times at the minute. So Haunted Mansion is down. 50 minutes for Big Thunder Mountain. 50 minutes for Pirates still. 25 minutes for Casey Jr. 20 minutes for the Fairy Tale boat ride. 15 minutes for Small World. 25 Star Tours. 45 Hyperspace Mountain. So yeah, it's a moderate day at the park. Moderately busy at the minute, which is to be expected. Oh, there we go. And the doors are shutting.
Le spectacle chanté en live auquel vous allez assister comporte de la fumée, des effets spéciaux et implique des mouvements de machinerie lourde. Nous vous prions de rester bien assis et de garder les enfants sous surveillance. Merci également de ne pas utiliser les flashs de nos appareils photo qui peuvent perturber nos artistes. Today's performance will feature smoke, special effects, and the movement of heavy machinery and live vocal performances. For everyone's safety, please stay seated. Children must always remain supervised. Also, please do not use any flash photography, as this could interfere with the security of our performers. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry Nancy, I was just waiting for the announcement to finish, but yeah, I am a big fan of the Paris version. I didn't particularly notice all the lifts are different. Is that in terms of... Oh, yay! Is that in terms of drop sequences or sort of the setting of it? Well, no, I've not noticed, but I did go upstairs for the first time yesterday. Autopia's down, Nancy, unfortunately. Looking at the app.
Are you guys ready to see the Lion King? My side. Est-ce que vous êtes prêts? Are you ready? All together to the film.
Here we go, guys. Enjoy.
Oh, Broadway, never return.
Hakuna Matata!
Hakuna what?
What a wonderful phrase!
Oh, Hakuna Pizza, son, Hakuna Matata. And no passing craze. It's not happening. All the rest of the day. It's a summer dream. There are something. Hakuna Matata. Come on, everybody!
the rush of day, when the heat of the rolling world can be turned away. An enchanted moment, and it sees me through. It's enough, this restless moment, just to live. Now take your place in the circle of life.
Yeah, the fella nearly left his hat. Wow, that was incredible. Oh, I love that so much. Right, let's head out of here. Digest that. What an incredible show. I hope you all enjoyed it. So for those just joining us, you've just watched the Lion King Rhythm of the Pride Land show. The incredible stage show here at Disneyland Paris. There we go, I think we're back on some 5G. There we go, so what did you all think of that? I thought that was absolutely incredible. It's just the most wonderful show. I think it's possibly one of my favourite, if not my absolute favourite Disney stage shows. It's just magic. The production, costuming, the songs, the dancing, the acrobatics, the storytelling. It's all wonderful. Though I did notice it was I think it was a different Simba. So it's not the usual Simba. But I guess they have an understudy. I don't know if anyone knows, but I guess it'd be necessary to have sort of an understudy backup, just in case they're off poorly or something. I'm just re-establishing the stream. Sorry if it's a little bit choppy. Just connected back to some mobile internet, just so we can be mobile again. We'll walk around. Hi. So yeah, let's keep the adventure going. We'll keep walking around. I'm saying the last, how long have I been streaming for? Over 2 hours. Been around the whole park pretty much. Just got a few more sections to cover. But yeah, we're doing well. It's still a beautiful sunny day. Some cloud patches, which is nice, gives us a bit of shade. So I think we're just getting established again with the internet. I'm sorry if it's a little bit choppy, but bear with me. But yeah, how are you? If anyone has joined in the last half an hour since the Lion King show started, I've been streaming for the last 2 or 3 hours or so, walking around at Disneyland Paris on this beautiful Saturday. Just been taking in all the sights, exploring, just seeing what there is, essentially, and just sharing this day with you. So thank you for sharing it with me. Appreciate you watching on a Saturday. It's exciting. It's plenty of people in the park today. It's not too busy. Queues of sort of what you'd expect for a Saturday in July, I think. And yeah, just been showing off some of the food options as well, so we'll keep that trend going just whilst we're walking past Cowboy Cookout Barbecue. So I've not eaten here before, but it always smells fantastic when you walk past, so maybe we'll have to change that one day and eat here. So let's have a quick look at some of the offerings. Grilled pork sausages, Sheriff's barbecue, smoked chicken, premium cheeseburger, so they're ranging from €16 to 18. And I mentioned earlier the thing with the kids menu, €10, ages 3 to 11, but an adult can have it. It's such good value. So like a chicken burger and a side, and Baby Bell, or a dessert like Magnum ice creams, and a drink, €10. So like you get the whole thing there. It's great value, and it's enough for an adult, I'd say. Certainly at lunchtime, you don't need to be splashing out on full meals. So I'd love to hear from you in the chat. So it's been hearing from Nancy and Jay just before the Lion King show started. I'd love to hear from anyone watching what you're up to today, what's bringing you to the Disneyland Paris stream. Have you got a trip planned soon? Are you looking for some ideas and tips? Are you just looking to see what the park's like? Have you been recently and you're missing it? Just sort of want to bring yourself back. So this is what we do at home really, just yearn to be back. Love being here. Love the fact that Big Thunder Mountain's back open again. Can't wait to get a ride in on that. And also just a little reminder too, just mentioned it a few times, but if you're watching the stream and enjoying it, if you could drop a little like on it, it really does give a boost to the stream and the channel, helps people find it and get involved and watch it too. It's going to be streaming for a while hopefully, so it'll be lovely to have lots of people joining me along for the ride and chat to. So yeah, drop a little comment and say hi, it's good to be social. So it is just me, there's no Katie and Oliver today, but they're here in spirit and it's nice to be with you guys. So just a nice another little quick service restaurant as well, Casa di Coco family restaurant. It's a really cool theming. See that this is the Disney difference, is the theming and the storytelling, the immersiveness of their dining, rides, attractions, shows and stuff. Let's just have a quick look at the menu here. Menu mariachi, so a burrito, beef or chicken, fries and a cold drink, and a dessert, a little exotic melody, sponge cake, an exotic mousse, all very exotic. You got your kids menu here as well for €10. That's 22 though, so again you say over double. But with the kids you'd get the wrap, a side, dessert or baby bell and a drink for €10. There's some fantastic theming in this one. Love the film Coco. Also love Mexican food too. Love all food, if you look at me. So we'll head past Big Thunder Mountain. So the queue is 50 minutes, Big Thunder Mountain. So I mentioned before I went into the Lion King show that tomorrow I'm going to be doing the first ever challenge on the channel, which is to do every ride in Disneyland in one day. So I'm thinking big rides like that, Big Thunder, Peter Pan, that sort of consistently have long queue times throughout the whole day. I'm going to get those done at park opening, so I'm going to rope drop park 9:30 tomorrow and probably head straight to that. I'm sort of thinking strategies really, got to make the most of those low queue times, get the big ticket rides done early on, so then I can mop up all the smaller rides like Dumbo and the teacups, carousel and stuff. They're all hopefully quick on and offs later in the day. So yeah, it's going to be a good challenge tomorrow, and I'd say just to keep an eye out for that video when it comes out. So if you want to drop a subscribe onto the channel, you'll be able to keep up with that, because that's going to be a fun one. First time I've ever done that. I think it's going to be possible. It's just going to be a tricky day because it's going to be very warm, so I've got to factor that in. There are a lot of rides at Disneyland Paris. The park is big, and we must be talking 18 to 20 rides. I'm not counting them individually, but there are a lot of rides here. And when you think in a park day, it's a lot to do. And I'm not going to be using a single rider, not going to be using the Premier Pass or Lightning Lane. So yeah, it should be a good one. Excited for that tomorrow, something different. So because we do a lot of sort of vlogs, hotel tours, guides on the channel, so it'll be the first ever challenge. Here's, I I think I'm going to say it's my favourite ride in the park. Big Thunder Mountain, far superior to Florida's version, because you notice the queue is all this side of the river, and it's because Big Thunder runs under the river, and I think the sections have potentially been retracked and refreshed. This last time we came, there's all scaffolding around the edging there. You can still see Big Thunder and everything, but there's a lot of scaffolding construction going on, so it's back in all its glory. What's not back though is the paddle boat, the steamer, whatever it's called. So yeah, I can't remember how long that's been out of action, but it's sort of parked. I've seen pictures on social media under like a canopy at the back of Big Thunder, so I'm hoping one day that comes back into service, like the big white paddle steamer boat thing, because that's really cool. Have a little ride on that. I've not ridden that, so that would have been one for tomorrow had it been in action, because it is a ride, I guess. So, it smells fantastic. This side of the park with the Silver Spur Steakhouse, the Last Chance Cafe. So nice barbecue smells, fit in with the Frontier theme. So this is a seated restaurant. Menu du Sheriff. So I think this is the French menu. If we head round, apologies guys, I don't speak French. So yeah, Sheriff's menu. So it's on the meal plan, starter, main, or main and dessert, €37. So starters, salad, smoked tomato soup. Your mains are your flame grilled steak skewers, roast salmon with cinnamon, and desserts cowboy treat. And the kids options $25 for all 3 courses and a drink. Drinks not included on that. So yeah, just to give you an idea of prices, or if you want sort of just off the menu, a flame grilled Scotch sirloin steak with peppercorn sauce, €35. Yeah, it's just an idea of price in there for your food. Here we are, Phantom Manor. Love, love, love this ride. It's just so... Alright, thanks for bearing with me guys, I'm not sure what happened to the connection there, we dropped out. But as a thank you for being patient with that internet, we'll show you Mickey Mouse. Here he is in his Phantom Manor outfit. There he is, look at that costume, that's really cool. Meet and greeting. This one, unlike the main one, in sort of Fantasyland, you don't have to have a virtual queue for this one. It's literally just queue up, and this will be probably the quickest way to see Mickey Mouse in the park. So there's 2 places you can meet him, here and at the virtual queue sort of building. And this is the quickest. He's just wearing that outfit, so if you don't mind him wearing sort of a Phantom Manor outfit, this is going to be your best place to meet Mickey Mouse, because it's quick. You can just jump in the queue, and it's probably 10 minutes, 15 minutes to get through all of that, as opposed to when it was a standby at the building, you know, the Meet Mickey Mouse building, sometimes like over an hour, and then at the minute you struggle to get yourself a virtual queue for it. So if you do miss out on the virtual queue, head over here. Yeah, just thought I'd explore the entrance area of Haunted Mansion. It's 5 minutes. And I'd like your opinions in the chat of whether I chance it with the internet and stuff. Do I try and connect to the Wi-Fi and show you the inside of Haunted Mansion? It is very dark, but do you want to ride it? Yeah, let me know. It's 5 minutes, that's a very reasonable queue. So if 3 people comment and say yes, I'll go on Phantom Manor and risk it with the Wi-Fi. If not, we'll just keep walking around. Either way, we'll still have a good time. Yeah, it's a lovely, lovely theme in here. All the landscaping, the props and stuff, they just nailed it with the with the look and feel of this haunted mansion. And it's just sort of distinctly different as well to the one in Florida and all the other ones across the world. It is very, very hot. Just having a quick pause to wipe my brow. Well, that was in the comments, so I'll take that as a pass, just because I don't want to lose you guys. It's a long time to be having the stream go down if the Wi-Fi inside is poor, so let's not take a risk, let's just explore the beautiful park. So, but Nancy's still here in ninja mode, that's good. Thank you for still being here, Nancy. You're an OG. Is anyone else who's not commented yet or has joined recently? Might be a good time to say hi. So it's me, Sweaty Tom. So yeah, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. So we're roaming with the Paris. It's normally me, my wife Katie, and our 4-year-old son Oliver. But today it's just me, hence the live stream. It's a lot easier to do when you're just sort of on your own, because you can be agile, whiz around and you know, get what you need really without having to stop for sort of snack and toilet breaks for Oliver and bits. I mean, obviously as much as it is, live streaming is infinitely easier as a solo adult. So yeah, just me today. But yeah, so like I said, the channel's normally sort of vlogs, guides, tours, reviews, that kind of thing. Well, yeah, for today, live stream, why not? So we've been here, there and everywhere around the park, sweating, so you probably saw my face then. Trying to stay cool. We're just enjoying all the beautiful details and some of the attractions. So we've just seen the Lion King. So by all means, if you want to see the Lion King show in its entirety, whiz back a bit, but why not stay live? Let's enjoy the here and now. So we're just sort of having a gentle stroll around the park, just taking in all the details and all the cool things that are on offer, including the fort. So this is one thing not really spent too long in, so again it's a good day for me really. It's why it's good live streaming, because I'm sort of taking my time and taking in all the details of the park, sort of areas where you normally just sort of walk through because you're heading towards a ride. It's actually good just to pause and take it all in, because Disney's just full of so much like wonderful detail, and I've already like found some things that I had no idea existed, despite the visits we've had here.
Ja.
So I've not been down here before. Let's go down here, stream. Let's have a look. It's quite a nice, quiet, chilled area. And some restrooms too. And I know I've not been down this path before, so it's a day of firsts. Did the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse earlier. Never been on that before, not been down here before. It's crazy. So you visit somewhere so many times and you can still see and experience new things. So this is why, you know, when we speak to family and friends, and some people say, oh, you're going to Disney again, Disney again, and it's sort of one of those things to say, well, yeah, there's always something new to see and do. It's just, there's always a new experience. And I can hear Goofy's music festival show going on. So we'll have a quick walk round to the hub, in front of the castle, and see if we can catch the last bit of that before he makes a move. See if the fountains are still going in front of the castle as well. So obviously at the minute it's the music festival, Disneyland Paris. So there's lots of new shows, experiences. There he is. So we just captured the last few seconds. I'll go after him. Where's he gonna go? Is he coming towards me or away? B. Yeah, Goofy's well and truly gone. He's going back to his bedroom inside the castle, I think. Reckon that's where Goofy sleeps, inside the castle? Answers on a postcard. Yeah, let's check out the castle again, shall we? I think it's right at the beginning of the stream. I showed the castle. And we caught the Disney Stars on Parade as well, right at the beginning of the stream. Seems like ages ago. But yeah, I covered it earlier with the photographs in front of the castle. Obviously, when you come, you need that iconic castle shot, and I think you're sport for choice here because you can go low, you can go on the bridge into it, or you can go in the pub area. So this area here is probably my top tip, my best spot where this couple here are going, because you're right in front of the castle, there's no one behind you or to left or right. So yeah, it's a great place, that is, for your photos. But you can also hop on the wall over here. I think if you're in Florida, they would be shouting at you and all sorts to tell you to stop it, but people stand on the sort of benches that are built into the wall here, like where that lady stood up there. So sort of from a photography point of view, you can stand on that little bench, and then the person taking the photograph can get nice and low, and you get like the whole castle, no one in the background, and it looks even bigger too because you're shooting from low. So yeah, iconic. That's a good spot, that is. But yeah, the middle's a bit clear now. The whole compass is almost clear. But I mentioned earlier too, there's very few Disney photographers. So they do sell a pass, but I think it's mainly for like your ride photos, because I can count on one hand in all the visits we've made to the park the times I've seen Disney photographers taking photographs. So you do need to take your own or get other people to take them. And a little top tip, sort of, because it can be awkward sometimes, like grabbing a stranger, you like look around and going, who can take it for me, like who looks good. What we normally do is look at other people taking photographs, so like other families where they're trying to take a selfie or get them all in the photo, and I just offer, I say, do you want me to take a photograph? And they'll always say yes. And then as soon as you've taken a nice one for them, you just say, do you mind taking one for us too? And then yeah, you end up hopefully with a nice photograph. Sometimes mixed results, not everyone's a photographer, but yeah, it's a good little way just to get that sort of iconic photo of you in front of the castle, but it's not a selfie, because they're not always the best, you know, when you're holding the phone in your own hands trying to get the castle in, get your whole group and family in. But this is where the Goofy Music Festival show is. So if you're looking at the app and you're waiting for that to start, if you hang around sort of here, this side, facing the castle, you're going to be right in front of Goofy on this little stage. You're going to get to see the castle and the water fountains left and right of the castle. So that's a great spot. And this is a fantastic spot for the Disney Stars on Parade as well. So if you can get yourself sort of in the region of this area, or as far down as you're allowed to go. I think it's sort of just here, so like there's permanent lines. Get yourself on the line and you're going to get a clear and unobstructed view of the parade. Sort of things go out the window a bit for the evening spectacular, so like the fireworks and drone show. People are everywhere, and it can be tricky, especially with kids, to get a good view. And sort of the nature of it, everyone wants that view, everyone wants the pictures and videos and stuff, so people get a little bit just sort of like getting elbows out and getting stuck in. So what I'd sort of recommend for the evening when you're watching the fireworks and stuff is find a space and fill it and stick to it. and fill up all the space. You know, if like you stood behind another family, or you know, next to, I don't know, example, a bin or something, fill the space, because if you don't, someone, and I'm not even exaggerating, someone will slip into that space and take it. So you know, you think, oh, I'll leave a bit of space so I'll get a better view, or you know, a bit more comfortable. Someone will find a way into that space and take it, and sometimes end up standing in front of you, or you know, blocking your child's view and stuff. It's sort of probably one of the best places to watch the fireworks is a little bit sort of past the hub to the top of Main Street. It's maybe around Cases, or where you get the champagne, because if you're too close to the castle, you're craning your head, you can't, you know, you're closer up, but you're close to the fireworks, and they're meant to be sort of viewed from quite a distance away. So if you stood a bit further back, you'll get a fantastic view. And the drones is like, that's next level. That's my favourite part. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the fireworks show, but for me the drones are just brilliant. Like the production of it and the music to go alongside it, and how quickly sort of it transitions from, you know, like the train going across the sky to all the other sort of things. It's brilliant. So it's a a must watch if you come in for the first time or you've not seen it before. Let's have a quick look down at the Plaza Gardens restaurant. I want to check out the menu. This is a seated restaurant. Again, it's one I've not dined at before, so I'm just sort of, again, whilst I'm on this lovely day of exploring, scouting things out and having a look, perhaps for when me, Katie and Oliver come next time, just to have even more things to show them. It's good just to come down here and check it out. So I've got 28 people watching now, so welcome everybody. Thank you so much for watching on this lovely sunny Saturday at Disneyland Paris. I appreciate you being here and sharing it with me. And here we are, the Plaza Gardens restaurant, all you can eat buffet from 12 p.m. So it's €45. You get a cold drink, 33 centilitres, so they're not refillable here. So that's one distinct difference between the culture in Paris, really, with drinks and stuff over Florida, is that they're not bottomless drinks anywhere you go. Infants, €25. So yeah, it's I'm entirely sure the menu here, it's not one I've checked out before, but it looks a bit like, sort of like the Crystal Palace at Magic Kingdom, with sort of the Victorian-esque theming. But yeah, that's cool. Well, yeah, that's the one shame, really. Like, if you go for a sit-down meal somewhere, you've booked a reservation, you're not getting the bottomless drinks. I mean, I like my drinks, like my soft drinks. I love a cold Coke, especially on a day like today when it's boiling hot. So if I arrived at a restaurant, I had a 33 centilitre drink, I'd down it in about 10 seconds. So I need those refills. So yeah, spending a fortune on the drinks at the restaurants. Let's have a look in Discoveryland, shall we? So if anyone wants to say hi in the comments, I'd love to hear from you. So 30 plus people watching now, which is great, so thank you again. Love to know where everyone's from. That's sort of interesting. Sort of, this is the wonder, really, of live streaming, be able to bring people to a location all around the world. So if you're from anywhere, or just from anywhere, just let me know where you're watching from, but particularly if it's anywhere from afar. You know, I'm from the UK, me, Katie and Oliver from the UK. We love to visit Paris as often as we can, to come to the parks. But yeah, whereabouts are you guys from? And we've got any upcoming trips to Paris planned? Any trips to Disney World Florida or any other Disney parks? Just let me know, just say hi. Just exploring. The Orbitron in full swing. Arguably a better system than in Florida, where you have to go up in the lifts to go on this. But that queue looks brutal. No shade, no cover, nothing. So if it's raining, you're getting wet. If it's sunny, you're getting burnt in this queue. And I think that's 45 minutes. So that's a hard no for me, unfortunately, in this kind of heat. It looks like Autopia's down. That's a shame. So that was up earlier. Wandered past it, and it was in full swing. This is a really cool version. It's a bit like a dual track. This is like two different routes almost. And I'm just giving it a bit of a clean whilst it's down. Don't know how long it's expected to be down for. You see, obviously, Discoveryland is like Disneyland Paris' version of Tomorrowland, but it's obviously themed very differently. But it's equally as cool. As I walked past Hyperspace Mountain earlier, the queue was all the way outside, sort of spread into all the extended queue, and it was showing 45 minutes, was it? 40 minutes? So I think they've updated it to correct that. It's 50 minutes now showing, which is to be expected really. It's 2:30 here in Paris, so we're still well within peak time. Well within peak time for sort of queue times and busyness really. But if you are visiting, I would make the most of when the park opens first thing, and also when the park's about to close. So sort of I guess it's the 2-hour window after it opens and the 2-hour window before it shuts, because the queue times are very, very short, most of the time anyway. So you can get a lot done in that short period of time. So for example, I arrived at Disney Studios after having a bite to eat. I think it was around 6 o'clock. I got to Disney Studios yesterday, so Friday, sort of early evening time. And in that 3 hours before the park shut, so from 6 till 9, I did Tower of Terror, Spider-Man Web Slinger, Avengers Flight Force, Remy's Ratatouille, and Crusher's Coaster. So I did like literally all the headline big ticket rides at Disney Studios in 3 hours, because after that time it's a lot quieter. So that's a top tip really. If you want the shorter queue, not that I was saying earlier, not that they're unreasonable here at Disneyland Paris, compared to some parks, and to be honest, even compared to like if anyone's watching from the UK, we have Alton Towers, which it's a nice local park in the UK, but it's not even in the same postcode as something like Disneyland. But the queues there are just unbelievable sometimes. You're waiting an hour and a half for a coaster and 2 hours for some of them. So to come here and it's 25 minutes, 45 minutes, it's a dream really compared to some other parks you could visit. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, the Lounge Lightspeed hosted by Coca-Cola. Oh cool, we've got the stormtroopers going up for their meeting. So this is a bit of a Star Wars themed